What are some of the biggest things that we should keep in mind with regards to having a solid operations organization side of the company?
Mhm. So it's critical that you keep your eye on the numbers. Um, every software system has a management report, and the management report, if you pay attention to it, will tell you where you're leaking, where dollars are leaking out. And you can develop the best pro forma in the world, but if it's not implemented the way you intend because you have invisible leaks, then you're not going to succeed the way you should. You'll still succeed, but not as well as you should. So making sure you keep your eye on the numbers. It's really easy sometimes to turn that over to someone else and trust them, but it's not always wise. I've been heard to say that not every manager steals, but every owner is stolen from. And so the way to prevent that is keeping your eye on those numbers. So that's an important thing for you as an owner to run a good shop, to run good operations. I also, Stephanie, I'm a real believer in consistency and simplicity. So if whoever is running your shop, whether it's a remote manager or an on-site manager, or even if it's you yourself, it's really important to understand what are your processes and how do you do them, and then do them that way every time. And I just, thing I love about our industry is it's simple. We have a simple business model, and I always encourage people to keep it simple. Don't complicate it with extra services that are logistically intensive or man-hour intensive, or maybe the technology isn't quite there yet to integrate so that it's automated. But by keeping it simple and then having simple procedures and implementing them across the board, you up your game. I've talked to a lot of owners, and one of the things seem to fall into two camps. Either an owner is frustrated that they can't get their manager, whether remote or third-party management or on-site, to do what they want. And then others who say, I don't understand why they have a problem. And the difference between the two is accountability. People will deliver what you inspect. If you're looking at it, measuring it, if you're taking a look at the MSR, if you're asking questions, you'll get much better responsiveness. And if you do that with a team and you do that with each other live, there are very few people who want to say, oh yeah, I did a bad job this year, this week. I didn't sell any tenant protection to any of my new move-ins. The next week, they're not going to want to go back to that meeting with their peers and say, I did the same thing again this week. I don't show any improvement whatsoever. Nobody likes that.
Mhm.